Hey guys, so I'm here with the next Wearable Wednesday look, but before I start talking about that, I just wanted to comment on my last Wearable Wednesday look about skin. I had a lot of you guys commenting saying I was really harsh and how I was wrong, people don't focus on flaws, and how what I said made you realize your skin's really bad and made you insecure, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I was going for at all. What I was talking about was if you're wearing really heavy eye makeup or heavy, like a lip color or something, if you're bringing focus onto your face like that, that's when people are going to notice flaws. What I was talking about is, like, let's say you're painting a picture and you go out to buy a canvas. You wouldn't buy one that had dirt all over it or that somebody had splatter painted on, right? You would buy a fresh, clean, white canvas, and then you would paint. That's what I'm going for. I go out all the time with no makeup on, and I do not have perfect skin at all. I have breakouts, I have acne scarring, so I'm not trying to say you need to wear foundation all the time. You need to always look flawless and as if you're born that way, as if you wake up that way in the morning. That's not what I'm going for at all. I'm more talking about if you're going to already put effort into doing your makeup to look pretty, why not go all the way? Why not include your skin so that your canvas, the base of everything, looks good before you go and try and emphasize other things? Does that make sense? I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I really wasn't trying to be insulting. Anyways, so for this week's Wearable Wednesday, I'm going to do Taylor Swift. I got a lot of people who sent in Taylor Swift looks, and there was, I think, 2 or 3 that were like this kind of bronzy look that I have now. So that looks like this. Basically, it's really, really, really easy bronzy kind of summery look. And of course, Taylor Swift always has really thick eyeliner and big lashes, so we did that without wearing false lashes. And then bronze skin, which is totally something I don't do normally, and then just a pink lip. It's a very easy look, but I like it. It will work on anybody, so even if you know what you're doing, maybe you'll find a few tips, tricks in this, and that's about it, so I hope you enjoy. Now the first thing we're going to do, as always, is to apply an eyeshadow base. I'm using Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Just blending that onto the lid. It'll help it to blend easier, apply more evenly. If you don't have an eyeshadow base, you can just use a concealer and then set it with like a translucent powder. So the first color I'm going to use is a Stila color called Kitten. Right there. I'm just going to take a paddle brush, get that color on there, tap away the extra, and then apply that onto the inner lid and kind of into the tear duct area. So since this is lighter, this is going to kind of open up the eyes, make them appear more awake. And the next color is going to be a bronze. I'm going to use this one from Stila since I have this palette out. This is called Ray, but any golden bronze like that works perfect. So I'm just going to use the other side of my brush, get it on, tap away the extra, and apply that to the rest of the lid. Now I want the crease to be a little bit darker than the lid is. So I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Tempted from MAC, and then I'm also going to use a little bit of this brown. This is Espresso. So I'm just going to take Tempting first with a big fluffy brush, tap away the extra so it doesn't end up all over my face, and then work that into the crease. Now you can see I'm just doing little tiny circles, and I'm focusing it on the outer edge of my eyes, because that's where I want it to be darkest. And then I can pull it in, but I definitely want it darkest out here. I'm going to add a little bit of espresso just to darken it up, but definitely not too much, because as you can see, that was just a tiny bit and I made it a lot darker. This is way higher than I want it to be. Way higher. So I'm going to take this color from Makeup Forever. This is just like a buttery color, a very light butter color. So I'm just using this with, this is a Japanese brush. It kind of has a flat edge, which is why I like it. I'm using this as a highlight color and kind of to bring down that brown, because it went a little bit higher than I wanted it to. And so then basically once you have the darkness that you want, you're good. So the next thing you can do is put a little bit of color underneath the eyes. I'm going to do that with that Ray bronze color. Not a lot, just a little. And then that's basically it for eyeshadow. So it's a very easy look in that aspect. The next thing I'm going to do is one of the key things for any Taylor Swift look, no matter what the eyeshadow is she wears very, very thick eyeliner. So for that, I'm going to use a gel eyeliner. Now, MAC has these. This is a Coastal Scents one. L'Oreal Hip. There's lots of places to get them. This one's kind of dry, so it's going to be a little bit harder for me to work with. But in general, these are a lot easier for most people to create winged eyeliner and any kind of liquid eyeliner type look than using actual liquid eyeliner. So I'm just going to use an angle brush and quite literally just draw it on. So I start in the middle and sort of pull it out. Make sure you get right at the lash line because you don't want a gap to be there. And so I want it thicker out on the outer edge, so I'm going to do that, and then just really thin line towards the center, or towards the inner corner. And then just to create the wing, I'm just going to extend right where the two rims of my eye meet, I guess, right here, and just extend it and then connect it. And then, of course, is putting on mascara. Taylor Swift has huge, long, luscious eyelashes, so to fake that, I'm going to curl my lashes. And then to help make my lashes look even longer and thicker, I'm going to use an eyelash primer. This one's by Tarte. It's called Multiply Prime. And so I'm just going to coat my lashes with this, kind of give it a wiggle. And then once that is on, I'm going to apply my mascara. And for this, I'm just going to use the one that goes with the Tarte Multiply, and that is the Multiply Extend. And that's about it for the eyes. So I'm just going to zoom out. And so another important part of this is, I think at least, is bronzing the skin. So if you already have your foundation on or powder and your skin looks good, which I think is another important thing, like I said in my last video, I'm going to bronze my skin with a bronzer by Smashbox. This one's called Fusion Soft Lights. So it looks like this. So what I'm going to do is just take a bronzer brush like this. I use this normally for powder to set. I'm going to use it for bronzing right now. Take this and kind of sweep all over it so it's all even and you're not going to get like a weird shape on your face. And then just make a 3 or an E3 on your face. So just like that. So from the forehead down to the hollows of the cheeks, down to the jawbone. This is another way you can contour, but I like to be a little bit more precise with contouring. With bronzing, you want kind of an all-over look, so that's why I'm not as precise. Make sure you get your neck too. Nothing looks worse than if you got this like darker face and your skin's still really light. So now that that's done, I'm just going to add a little bit of a blush. The one I'm going to use is called Petal Point. Looks like this. I'm not sure if it's limited edition or not, but it's just kind of a little bit of a shimmer pink. I'm going to take this is a 188 brush, but whatever you like. And apply that to the apples of the cheeks and kind of pull it out. Then she just has a really light, not a light, but like a pink lip gloss on. So I'm going to use this one from the Bomb Shelter. It's called Daddy's Girl. It smells like watermelon. And so then that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this look. I'll have pictures, everything, xsparkage.com. Link not in the sidebar. Gotta get used to that. Down there in more info, dumb YouTube layout that should not be the way it is. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.